Ladies and gentlemen, the content you are about to view has been classified by the CDC as harmful to the safety of all civilized populations. It is therefore recommended that those who choose to view this content be fully vaccinated with the Fool Me Once, Shame on You, Fool Me Twice, Shame on Me vaccine, also known as FMO, SOU, FMT, SOM vaccine. Furthermore, the CDC recommends wearing eye and ear protection if you choose to view this video content. Please proceed with caution and proceed at your own risk. Hey friends, it's Wayne Polson here. It is a great day to be alive, and it's even a better day to be alive here at SM Heartland in Ohio. Just saying, folks, you don't know what you're missing, but maybe I don't know what I'm missing where you live. Hey, today I've got a project. In Ohio, there is a thing called CAUV. I forget exactly what it is. It's an agricultural tax incentive thing where we can save a lot of money on property taxes every year by following these agricultural and forestry guidelines of maintaining a good tree crop on our property. Part of that means getting rid of invasive species of plants on the property, such as autumn olive trees. We have the multiflora rose is just all over the place out here. The Ailanthus trees, which is what this is. Ailanthus is otherwise known as the tree of heaven. We'll get into that in a minute. So part of what I want to do today, I found this tree of heaven standing here. It's about a 10-inch DBH tree. I need to get rid of it. Normally what I do is I use a Tricloper solution mixed with diesel fuel, and we do a basal application where we apply this solution all the way around the stem of the tree, about 18 to 20 inches up from the ground, and we just let it sit there. And over time, this thing will die off within a few months. But today, I want to girdle this tree as well. I want to girdle it and apply the herbicide. And girdling is a process of cutting through the bark and the cambium. And you know, the cambium layer is basically the sapwood where the nutrients flow down and the water flows up. What we're going to do is we're going to cut through the cambium to block off all the carbohydrate flow and water flow, so this tree will slowly die. And so it's important to get through that cambium layer as well. Normally, it depends on the size of the tree, but in this case, I'm thinking I'm going to have to go about maybe an inch into the cambium to actually remove that. We'll find out. I've never really done this on an Ailanthus tree. Now, I want to talk to you about the tree of heaven, the name tree of heaven. I used to get the tree of heaven and a black walnut mixed up because there's a similarity in the leaf structure. Similar, but very different when you get them close up and side by side like this. In my right hand here, I have a black walnut leaf. And this one has about 10, 14, I would say 16 leaflets on it. This is a young Ailanthus tree or tree of heaven leaf, and it probably has 22 leaflets on it. The other distinction is that the leaflets on the Ailanthus leaves are probably more, I would say, they look more like an arrowhead, very sharp and pointed, whereas on the black walnut, they're not as long and slender. And also, if you look at just the structure of the leaflets themselves, you can see a real difference in the skeletal structure of the leaf. So there are probably other better observations, but one of the biggest giveaways of an Ailanthus tree versus a walnut tree is the smell. If you break a leaflet off of an Ailanthus tree and give it a whiff, it'll knock you on your can. I'm just saying. They should have called it the tree of hell, in my opinion. So anyway, make sure you know what you're cutting here. Make sure you know what you're dealing with. Also, there's a very big difference too in the bark structure, especially of an adult tree or an older tree. All right, so we're gonna get with it here. Let's get going. All right, so I know that some of you are gonna bark at me in the comments about not having any protection. I'm out here with my tractor. I just forgot to bring it along, folks. Please forgive me. I'll be very careful. I'll be extremely more careful than I would be if I had my gear. How's that sound? You're about to witness that. Okay, I'm going to go down about 4 inches and take off another. All right, so this big swath of bark and cambium will be removed. Now, it can be a little tough to get this stuff to break away, but we're going to give it our best shot here. Now, this is just the outer bark layer. Alright, so I have on my back right now the Tricloper diesel fuel concentration, and I've already started applying this. I've actually applied it. I forgot to start the camera, so I'm just going to show you a little bit about how this works. So it's pretty basic. Just go up, get a lot of pressure in there to get a nice spray pattern. Get it all the way down to the ground. Put some red dye in here. It's an oil-based dye that will help you to know that you've actually sprayed the tree. All right, so that's the application of the Tricloper. Folks, we'll see what happens here over the course of time. I'm not exactly sure how long this is going to take for it to take action, but I do know that right now, this tree prior to me, and actually even right now, is sending out a message to its root structure to go ahead and start putting suckers up. It's signaling distress at the moment. So it's important to get this Tricloper solution on as soon as possible. The longer you wait, the more that messaging has an opportunity to get out. So that's it for now, folks. I'll check in with you maybe a little bit later. All right, friends, well, that probably wasn't the greatest demonstration of how to girdle a tree, but it's the way I did it today, and we're gonna see if it works. Personally, I like using the chainsaw. I've got that little CS2511T top handle saw. It makes it really nice for just carving that cambium out of there. I should have just started with that, but lesson learned. We will we'll improve on this. I look forward to your comments, folks. I look forward to hearing what you have to say. You guys are great people. Thank you for checking in with me here. This is Wayne Polson. I will see you. Dye. It gets all over the place. I probably should have wore gloves. There's a lot of stuff I probably should have done differently, but I don't know. It's something genetic in me, I think. I don't know. We'll see. Love you guys. Take care. Bye now.